Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Fable Joey, and I'm back again with another video today. We're doing our top 10 movies of 2017.
Yes.
We've already tried filming this video twice, but the first time we got, I guess we got like a kind of, what was it? Yeah, so like a copyright thing from a studio. Even though we mentioned that none of the stuff belonged to us, I guess it's a kind of a strict studio because I was able to get through with my Star Wars thing. But aside from that, we're back again to film this for our third time. We're just gonna. This is probably gonna be shorter than our last one, so we're going 10. So it's 10 movies that we loved this year, and we're just gonna start with that. Alrighty, guys. So our number 10 spot is Dance Dance Revolution Mario. So this is probably one of the best movies ever made. It came out in 2000. Okay, never mind. We don't care about that. What we're really here to talk about is fun. All right, guys. So we're actually ready to do this. So let's start at our number 10.
We've never been ready.
All right. So number 10 on our list is Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Yep. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I really do like them. Most people just say that 1 is the only good one, and it just went downhill after 1. I completely disagree. If I was to rank all Pirates of the Caribbean movies right now, I'd say 1 is definitely the best. Then the third one was great. 5, 2, 4. I hate Stranger Tides, but this is a huge improvement over the last one because I hated the last Pirates film. I really did. Yeah. I did not like it at all. There was nothing special, nothing new that it brought to the table. I just thought it was awful, but I did think Dead Men Tell No Tales is one of my favorite movies of the year. It's just fun. The story didn't even need to be that fantastic. They did what they need to. The Pirates movies are not known for their critical success, but they did deliver a fun, visually striking movie here. So what do you have to say about this movie?
So the main protagonist, the Spanish dude,
antagonist.
I have an F in English. Okay, so he's like he's unique.
He's good.
Different.
He's a good bad guy. I agree.
Interesting. It's a fun movie. I really like it.
As you guys can see, we're not putting in as much effort as we should, but this is because we've filmed it 2 times already. So we're moving into our number 9.
Antagonist.
All right, guys. So we're back. So my number 9 movie, he hasn't seen this one, but he does agree that it looked pretty funny. This is Jumanji. This was the biggest surprise for me. I did not even really want to see this movie. I don't love Dwayne Johnson, or The Rock, as some people call him. I don't like him in many movies that I've seen, but I really enjoyed him in this film. This is the biggest surprise for me of the movies for 2017 because I didn't actually think it was going to be that good. And I didn't think it would do well critically either, but it's actually currently standing at a 78 on Rotten Tomatoes with a 90% audience scoring, which is fantastic, and I definitely agree. This is one of the funniest movies of the year. Sure, the story isn't great, but not a lot of... I mean, they're stuck in a video game, so you're not expecting the story to be great, but the comedy does not fall flat. It is one of my favorite movies of the year, and I just can't wait to watch it again. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, number 8 on our list, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This is another big surprise for me. I think this is one of the sequels that delivers from Marvel. I did not like Iron Man 2 or 3, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't like them. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 shines. I think that it does something amazing with the music and visuals. It just, James Gunn's directing again, and we've known him for giving just a great movie. Guardians 1 is one of the best superhero movies, and I think Guardians 2 just delivers. It just delivers. It's a great sequel. What do you have to say about it?
It has a great soundtrack once again, as the first one did. It's really good. It's funny.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely funny.
The characters are very likable again, like the first one. And I highly recommend it.
Me too. I recommend this as well, and I'm super excited to see what they do with them in Avengers and Infinity War. Let's hope they are a big part in that one, because we loved them in this one. Alright, guys, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, that is our number 8. We're moving on to our number 7. Alrighty, guys, so our number 7 for our top 10 movies. This is a movie that I haven't seen, so I'm going to let Logan take this away, and coincidentally, the movie's called Logan. So, Logan, tell him about this.
So, Logan, I'm going to put this also with Blade Runner because they're both equally amazing. For me, they're the 2 best movies of this year and very high on my all-time favorite. Logan's very good. It delivers what fans really wanted, but also it's an emotional ride for the people that have been watching the Wolverine movies since they came out, and the X-Men movies. it's really good, and Hugh Jackman does an amazing job once again. I think it's the highlight of his career, and I highly recommend it.
Alrighty, guys, so we're already at number 6. This is another movie that he hasn't seen. We've actually seen, we've all been kind of agreeing. So there has been movies that we haven't seen, but we'd love to add them on this list. That's why I think it's great that we have 2 people. Number 6 on this list is A Silent Voice. I have a full-fledged review on this. This is why I'm not going to talk about it for too long. But this movie is just absolutely, it's heartbreaking. It's amazing. It's so good. It does something that not a lot of other anime movies tackle. It's a fantastic film. And I think that if anyone has any love for animation, they need to check this film out because it's incredibly, it's stunning. It takes your breath away at times, and I have a full-fledged review on this. So if you want to learn more about A Silent Voice, go check out my video on it. It shouldn't be super long ago because the film came out in November. I loved this film. It was just simply amazing, and I'm sure once he sees it, he's going to love it too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, number 5 on our list. This is a movie that we've both seen, both love. Dunkirk, directed by Christopher Nolan. I love this movie. I do like war films. One of my favorite movies of last year was Hacksaw Ridge, starring Andrew Garfield. I love Christopher Nolan. He is one of my favorite directors of all time, and I think that this is one of his best movies. Definitely one of the highlights of his career, as there are many. What do you think about Dunkirk?
It's really good. It's an intense war movie,
right?
All war movies. I've seen quite a few war movies, and this is probably my second favorite, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Saving Private Ryan is definitely my favorite. Yeah. It's an amazing movie. But this also is it delivers.
And we do have to talk about something here. The film is mostly silent. It's kind of crazy actually because they did such a good job with what they did, but it really is. It's really silent. There's not a ton of talking. But it's still super intense.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're actually there and you're actually experiencing what they went through.
Which is super cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Dunkirk is amazing. I feel like a lot of people missed it in the summer too. This is one of my favorite movies of the year, obviously, if it's this high on the list. And we both really enjoyed this film. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend this one. I highly recommend every single movie on this list. We're heading into our number 4 spot. Alrighty, guys, number 4 on the list is Thor Ragnarok. This is my favorite. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies of all time. Definitely in the top 3 Marvel movies for me. Mm-hmm. I think this is just extraordinary. It's visually striking. Music is fun. Characters are fun. I didn't like Thor or Hulk. Those were my 2 least favorite Avengers before this movie. Totally changed my opinions on them. What do you think about Thor?
Well, for me, I don't like Iron Man really.
Really?
Yeah, it's just I don't really like Captain America either.
No!
I like DC more, but that's
really, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, so the movie, it's really good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
I love the soundtrack.
Yeah.
You got some Led Zeppelin in there.
Immigration song, right?
Yeah. But it's exciting. It takes exact scenes from the comics,
which is cool, yeah.
Yeah, and puts it into this movie, which I think is very unique and different, which is, in my opinion, very nice.
Because I think the reason that this is so good is because it's different from all the other Marvel films. It doesn't follow the same movie tropes that the other Marvel films are used to. It doesn't follow the same clichéness. I mean, there is a little bit there, but I think also the story in this one was great. And a bad guy that's better. Because Marvel's not known for their good bad guys, right? I do like Cate Blanchett in this movie. She's the bad guy, Hela. She's pretty good.
Yeah.
She didn't do bad.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy, we both did really enjoy Thor Ragnarok. That's why we put it this high on our list. It's number 4. That means that's pretty dang good. I think it's the best Marvel movie of the year. Spider-Man and Guardians just below it. But I do think this was a great year for Marvel. I'm excited to see what they have for us next year. With Deadpool 2, Avengers, and Black Panther. So, there we go. Alrighty, guys, this is our number 3 movie of the year. A lot of you saw this coming, or at least knew it was on the list, and that is Star Wars The Last Jedi. I just brought some accessories with me, because why not? Star Wars, right? So let's talk about this movie. I adore this movie. I love it. I think it's amazing. I think it recaptures something back from the original trilogy, because after the original trilogy ended, some stuff did go downhill. As I said in my Star Wars ranking, the 2 first prequels are my 2 least favorites in this series. I still like them, but just not a lot. But I do think that The Last Jedi recaptures some of that original magic. Yeah. For sure.
For me, like, I love the original trilogy. I grew up with Star Wars. But The Force Awakens and Rogue One like I didn't like them as much. Like
Really?
new characters, I don't know. I didn't really like it. It wasn't Star Wars for me.
Really?
But then this movie came along. It made me like them more. I respected the newer movies.
Me too.
And now it brought Star Wars back to me, and I'm actually excited to see what they do with like Rey and Kylo Ren.
Right, yeah. Continuing the story,
yeah. It's for me. It's like I actually want to see what happens next.
Really, yeah. I feel you guys have already heard me talk about Star Wars so much with my ranking and my full review on that. If you want to check that out, that's one of the last videos I made. I adore this movie, he adores this movie, and it's our number 3 spot on the list.
Yes.
Alrighty, guys, so our number 2 spot on this list, one of the funnest movies of the year, one of my favorite movies ever. It is so fantastic, and that is Baby Driver. So, I've never talked about Baby Driver, and that's a shame on my channel, but I'd love to. I love Edgar Wright, the director. He's back at it again with this movie, and it is so fantastic.
Yeah.
The stunt choreography in this movie is some of the best ever. It's just, I think that Ansel Elgort, I think that's how you pronounce his name, he is just fantastic in this movie. He plays Baby, and it's just, if you've seen this movie, you really know how much he shines here, and I love so much about this movie. Let's talk about what you like about this movie.
Yeah, the soundtrack, amazing.
Soundtrack,
you got some
so
Queen
good.
in there.
Right, yeah.
It's great. But it's exciting.
It really is, yeah.
It gives you a little bit of everything, really.
Really, yeah.
It's kind of like a love story.
An action movie, romance movie, right, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of everything, which can...
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it can ruin a movie. But this, I think it made it a lot better.
Yeah, because it had a lot of... it just had a lot of diversity as a movie. I think that definitely it's one of the best movies of the year. If you missed this, which I feel a lot of people did, especially because that R rating... It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is something that you can't skip. Get a clear play. Watch this edited if you don't want to watch it normally. But I think that Baby Driver is definitely one of the biggest highlights for this year. I'm so excited what the director has to do with us from now on. We both adore this movie, and that's only one more left. So we're going to move on to number 1 here. Alrighty, guys, this movie came back out in May for U.S. theaters. We saw this together, so we both do have an opinion on this. This movie is Your Name. I actually have a Blu-ray copy right sitting up there on my collection of anime stuff. This movie's phenomenal. You guys have heard me talk about it in my Silent Voice movie. This is everything that I wanted a movie to be. One of my favorite movies of all time. The animation is stunning. Music is stunning. I love everything about it. What about you?
I really like this movie.
Yeah.
Not as much as you.
Right, yeah. I do.
It's not...
I do.
It wouldn't be here for me, but I still think it's visually stunning, and it's really good, and it's unique and different, and I think people should see it. Yeah,
it's not just I don't really consider this. Most people steer away from these kind of movies, but it's just like watching. This is like Japan's Pixar, you know, these movies like this, and I think that the love story here is just it's so you really want to connect to the characters, and there's a lot of emotion here. This movie makes you feel like it's got some hard feels in there. It makes you feel just really into it, like you're really on the edge of your seat just waiting to see how this all turns out, and the director does a great job of keeping you just the whole movie. You go through so many different emotions, just mad, excited, just happy. There's all of them. He gives you all of them. It's a great package. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. My favorite movie of the year. As he said earlier, he loves the Logan, Blade Runner. We did agree on most of the movies on this list. We did have fun compiling this list. Obviously, we didn't put a ton of effort into this video because we filmed it twice, and there's just been problems with those, but there wasn't a problem with this, so we're putting this out here. This is our top 10 movies of 2017. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to subscribe for more, you can do that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see if Logan ever comes back in any future videos. We will see you next time.